If you're looking for a new game that'll give you nightmares as well as a challenge, then this next story is for you. The Evil Within is the new game from the brilliant mind of Shinji Mikami, the man known as the father of survival horror games. Let's take a look at the history of his titles that have shaped the gaming industry and tackle his newest venture with Grant.
Resident Evil has become a household name in the survival horror genre. Released in 1994, it became a tour de force for its creator, Shinji Mikami. You could say Resident Evil was the beginning of it all, the origins of an entire genre. The game used a couple of techniques to focus on bringing the horror as close to home as possible. It was all locked down in a mansion and used locked-off camera angles in a 3D polygonal world that hid enemy creatures or slowly revealed aspects of the mansion. Using this traditional visual literary nature of cinematography, it automatically creates a sense of dread that we're all familiar with, thanks to horror films, and a sense of disorientation as you're not shooting in the direction that you're pointing to. After a few sequels and the subsequent success of the title, Mikami took these horror techniques into the realm of the prehistoric. Dinosaur Crisis was released in 1999. It did well financially, but didn't get a heap of critical acclaim. Mikami ditched the monsters and zombies in favor of a more realistic terror: dinosaurs. Although dinosaurs aren't necessarily frightening in and of themselves, by utilizing the techniques himself and his studio at Capcom mastered, they were able to strike fear into the hearts of players by creating horrible fright scares and a sense of real abandonment. The tone of the game won the hearts and minds of horror fans out there and proved to the world why Shinji Mikami is so good at his craft. Eventually deviating from his roots in the horror scene, Shinji tried out his hand at a bit of comedy and even action, contributing to the PlayStation 2 beat-em-up God Hand and the cult hit Vanquish. Combining all of his talents, he stepped into the shoes of creative producer on Shadows of the Damned. A morbid yet hilarious tale of a demon hunter, Garcia Hotspur, with a talking transformable pistol named Johnson, tries to save his girlfriend Paula from the Lord of Demons named Fleming. I know, right? Developed with the legendary Suda, the game became a cult classic, praised for its humor and its general tone. The triumphant return for Shinji Mikami is The Evil Within. I hope you like being a little scared. The game is played from the third-person perspective, moving away from the cinematic locked angles and favoring claustrophobically tight angles. The story focuses on the scene of a mass murder, where you as the detective need to solve the mysteries that the crime has in store. And not to let on to too many spoilers, but being a Mikami title, the slaughter is not what it seems to the naked eye. Your character, Sebastian Castellanos, is attacked and wakes up in a world filled with monsters and a vivid sense of death. It'll be available on the Xbox One and PlayStation 4, as well as on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360.
Oh my God.
Horror games are the most intense form of horror genre out there. You have agency and aren't just hiding under that duvet as soon as a zombie jumps into frame. You determine whether the story progresses or not, who survives, and ultimately have to face your own personal fears. What better way to do that all under the faithful direction of the horror legend, the likes of Shinji Mikami? I need the bathroom.